Welcome back to the channel. Hey guys, today we are going to travel to Bangladesh. This country has places with a population density reaching nearly 100,000 people per square kilometer. Just hearing that is enough to feel like people are fighting for every breath. While air pollution here is 15 times higher than the WHO recommendation, average life expectancy drops by 7 years. Breathing for one day is equivalent to smoking 50 cigarettes. If you think life is just about the suffocating atmosphere, then think again. So many beautiful, charming, and sexy girls have to do this thing that makes everyone heartbroken. From meat markets right by the trash-filled Buriganga River to trains packed with up to 10,000 people, then the cheapest floating hotels in the world costing only $0.7 a night. What are you waiting for? If you want to see with your own eyes the real life happening every day in Bangladesh, not just in the news, then right now, let's explore together through this real-life video in Bangladesh. Overview and real life in Bangladesh. You guys, Bangladesh, with about 165 million people in a modest area of 148,460 square kilometers, that means there are nearly 1,200 people crammed into every single square kilometer. And in one of the most populous cities in the world, Dhaka, in the central area, there are nearly 100,000 people packed into just 1 square kilometer. Oh my God, that is terrifying. It is truly shocking. Feels like fighting for every tiny bit of oxygen, right guys? But even if you get it, it is not exactly fun, because the air pollution level here is 15 times higher than what the WHO recommends. People estimate that breathing for just one day in the capital, Dhaka, is equivalent to smoking 25 cigarettes, and in some places, it is up to 40 or 50 cigarettes. Studies also show that the life expectancy of people in Dhaka drops by an average of 7 years because of pollution. One of the biggest culprits is the brick kilns. About 7,000 brick kilns all over Bangladesh produce 23 billion bricks a year. To dodge authorities, many kiln owners even use bribery, and they do not have any safe filtering measures at all. They burn wood, burn coal, and release smoke and dust directly into the air, causing about 60% of the air pollution in Dhaka. Even up to 20% of wells in Bangladesh are contaminated with arsenic, causing skin cancer, lung disease, and nerve damage. This is considered the largest arsenic poisoning case in human history. So let's try to take a look at how daily life for the locals happens here day by day. Okay, first off, we have to talk about the power lines. Here they are tangled and hang right just above everyone's heads, layer stacked upon layer, a total mess that looks incredibly dangerous. The first area is the meat market, where chickens, ducks, and goats are prepped right on the spot. As you can see, the sellers here are mostly men, a total contrast to the market scene in the US, right? Moving over to the pumpkin stall, every single one of them is absolutely massive. Outside the market is the boat dock, where agricultural products from southern Bangladesh are shipped to Dhaka every day. Pumpkins, lettuce, cauliflower, and many types of green vegetables are piled up in heaps before being carried on the heads of porters, transporting them along a short route leading into the market. Some loads are so heavy that 4 people have to lift them and place them on one man's head. Then they take turns. This process happens continuously, creating a non-stop chain of cargo transport. On the surface of the Buriganga River, wooden boats take passengers across the black and polluted water. Because this country possesses the worst sewage system in the world, so 80 to 90% of wastewater flows directly into the river, and every day about 350 tons of toxic waste are dumped in too. The title of the dirtiest river in the world probably belongs to it already. All kinds of untreated wastewater byproducts from fabric dyeing processes and chemical waste from factories and plants. Even polyethylene and plastic waste pile up at the riverbed, making it shallower and causing changes in the flow. Here, trucks are also overloaded, stacking goods sky high. And that young guy lying with his legs crossed on top looks so chill, right? This market also sells various different car parts. They just pour them all out on the street. Anyone needing screws or whatever just goes in and picks them up, and they all seem to be parts taken off old cars. And if anyone wants to cop a few, pigeons. You can also find them at the market, okay? One thing you will have a hard time finding in any other Asian country is stacks of cash bundled into big bricks, sitting right on the stalls without worrying about anyone walking by and stealing them. No need to put them in lockers or safes or anything. They are actually old, torn bills being exchanged for new money with a fee of about 20%. The thing is, this type of money is rarely used now. Its value lies mainly in appearance. So tourists will come to buy it as souvenirs and collectibles only. You spend about $1.65 and you have this whole brick of money already. Back to the vegetable market, a whole pile of fruits and tomatoes is thrown all over the floor. Maybe they are spoiled already. Next to that are piles of chili peppers that people load into sacks. And even though looking at the overall city, it seems poor hotels are still equipped with modern gear, until you stand at this corner looking down, you will see a lot of people sitting together in long rows. What are they doing? Right? Well, on Fridays, this place can welcome thousands of worshippers. Praying carpets are spread, covering the street surface, until the ceremony ends. At that point, everyone goes back to their own business. Besides walking on your own 2 feet, then cycle rickshaws will be the main means of transport in the market. No wonder Dhaka is dubbed the rickshaw capital of the world, with about 400,000 rickshaws operating every day, and also tuk-tuks moving chaotically without following lanes. On the road, you only see bicycles, rickshaws, and cars going together. It seems there are not many motorbikes. To avoid traffic jams, people will also use the subway. Modern train stations are equipped with POS machines for passengers to directly insert bills, and moments later, it will spit out a card for you. If you run out of cash, you can withdraw money at ATMs along the road. Okay, but wait, hold up for about 2 seconds. You do not need to worry about money if you go into the hotel. That costs only $0.7 a night. Coming up next. Life in the cheapest hotel in the world. If this is number 2, then I dare anyone to claim number 1 when talking about room rates in the floating hotel Faridpur, the cheapest in the world in Dhaka, Bangladesh, with an age of over 60 years. A complex of 4 boats converted into a floating hotel on the Buriganga River, one of the most polluted rivers on the planet. The hotel has up to 32 rooms and is divided into many room categories from the cheapest to standard and VIP rooms. The cheapest room costs only $0.7 per night, you guys, where you have to sleep together with 4 or 5 other people directly on cold metal, no carpets, blankets, or pillows. But there is still a fan, okay, and small. Drawers to store personal items above. Renters even throw all their work tools there. The room looks no different from a warehouse at all. And this is the basket that people usually use to carry stuff on their heads. The standard room offers more privacy, has a fan, lights, electricity, and at least a cloth separating you from the metal, as well as pillows and blankets, and even a socket for charging phones. Although during the day electricity is often cut. And guess what the view is? Wow, a Black Sea view just for you guys. Only the VIP room is the most expensive one. Even has mosquito nets, a thick mattress that is super comfy, and bed sheets too. Its price is also just $0.97, meaning about $1 per night. Exactly, no room here exceeds $1 at all. Too cheap for the experience. Every room has a shared toilet. With such an extreme nature view, I do not know if people can relax. And when flushing water, then feces, urine, vomit, everything is dumped into the river without any sewage system at all. They also have a bathing area where water is scooped directly from the Buriganga River using a bucket hanging on an iron frame, even though the water looks quite clear, not pitch black, like the place we just saw near the market. But many people still decide they would rather not bathe. And this place is the clothes drying area right on the boat roof. And if you are thirsty, you can use free drinking water from the red jar. But whether the water is completely clean or not is also hard to know, right? Of course, there are locks to protect personal belongings. You can also move from the first floor to the second floor via these stairs. Most guests are traders in the region, choosing this location because it is quite close to Sattergat Market, and some only stay for about 3 months then move elsewhere. So now, if I give you $400 and let you stay here for a week, would you dare to stay? Leave a yes, sure, or no way in the comments section to see who is brave or okay. And next up, I invite our group to move to the secret village in Bangladesh. Dear friends, if you've been following us regularly, you probably know that we've mentioned Dawaladia several times, a living hell for thousands of women in Bangladesh. This place is considered one of the largest red light districts in the world. The women who work here are often treated with extreme disrespect and inhumanity. When they die, many are thrown into unmarked graves or even dumped into the river. The number of women and children being brought into these areas in Bangladesh is so high that private cemeteries have had to be built in at least two of the country's largest red light districts, Kandapara and Dawlatia, due to the high death rate and the rising number of women who take their own lives. One of Dawlatia's elders, who has worked there for 50 years, revealed that she was once forced to hire 3 drug addicts just to bury a neighbor's stillborn child. For decades, this village has existed in the shadows, a dark corner of Bangladesh that few dare to talk about, let alone visit. Today, let's explore the real life inside this place. A woman once offered me 2 chocolate bars, and I followed her here. She brought me here and then sold me. We entered through the front door, and afterwards she left through the back door. They threatened me, so I was forced to stay. I had no choice but to remain, one woman recalled. Worse still, young girls are forced to follow their mothers into this exploitative industry from as young as 14, the legal age of sexual consent in this country. Trapped until their debts are fully repaid, girls trafficked to Dawlatia, a stretch of shacks winding through a maze of narrow alleys, face a lifetime of physical and psychological suffering that no child should ever have to endure. This is where the children live. 2 or 3 of them sleep together on a single bed. Inside the room, there are toys, blankets, and bedding. Each child has an aluminum container to store clothes and personal belongings. Their kitchen looks very simple. This is a clay stove, a traditional stove made from clay mixed with straw or soil. This is where you put the firewood in. It may look basic, but it actually retains heat very well. It's been a long time since I last saw a hand-operated water pump like this. There's a piece of cloth tied to the spout to filter the water, very practical. The tap next to it is connected to a rainwater tank on the roof. And this here is a squat toilet. It looks quite familiar, doesn't it? Despite all the hardships, the adults in Dawlatia village have still tried to set aside a piece of land as a playground for children. Now, let's step inside the home of one of the women who works here. She also raises 5 goats and 4 chickens, and they live with her almost like pets. You can see how many belongings are packed into this small room: clothes, accessories, perfume, deodorant, everything. She was sold here at the age of 15, and like many other girls, she was forced to take Oradexon, a weight gain drug meant for livestock, to make her body fuller and rounder. This is because Bangladeshi men prefer women with more flesh, regardless of how it can damage their internal organs. This woman said she once had an American husband. He was 80 years old, and they met when she was 15. They lived together in Dhaka, but after a few days, he suddenly disappeared and returned to his hometown and his other family. After knowing each other for just 2 or 3 months, he proposed to her. She still praises him endlessly, even though they are no longer in contact. Man, very good man. A good man. Yes, good man. Big heart. However, after this video was made public, the man accused of being her husband contacted the creators and denied all of her claims. He said she was born in the village, that they met and married in 2012 when she was 21 and he was 47. He also stated that he sends her money every month and that he has no other family in the United States. Now, it's hard to know who is telling the truth. In the end, everyone is a victim in their own story, aren't they? Another mother spoke about her 10-year-old daughter saying, "We have to do it in front of my child." Hearing that is absolutely heartbreaking. How can a human life be filled with so much suffering? Let's set the sadness aside for a moment. After all this exploring, you're probably feeling a bit hungry, right? So now, let's move on to a local eatery to try some unique Bangladeshi food and see how it compares to American cuisine. Unique and strange Bangladeshi cuisine. People often say Bangladeshi cuisine is like Indian food, and that is not wrong at all, since the two countries border each other. What do you think the seller is doing? A bowl of oil is poured in. Then, with clean and fragrant hands that have gone through 7,749 layers of Lifebuoy, he went straight in to mix that whole mixture together. Each portion is grabbed and put into a plastic bag, asking if it is delicious. Well, it looks kinda okay, right guys? The next dish is fuchka, or also called pani puri, with a crispy shell stuffed with grated potatoes, chickpeas, and a whole bunch of spices. The seller uses his hands to break the shell, mix the filling into a thick paste, and then drizzles a thin sauce over it before handing it to the customer. I heard that this dish has a slightly sweet taste, moderately salty, pleasant spices, and is not too spicy. After this bright red fried beef dish, you can choose one of two types of sauces. Many people wonder why he keeps pulling and stroking that bar. Then he answered that the purpose is to cook faster. After eating, the owner was kind enough to give us a sample dish and insisted on not taking a single penny. That just shows how kind Bangladeshi people are, right guys? And that dish is vegetables mixed in a layer of dough that tastes chewy. Next up is the Oreo milkshake, made with milk crushed Oreo cookies and chocolate. Everything is blended, smooth, creating a thick mixture that is mildly sweet, creamy, and has a distinct chocolate smell. When poured out, the top is also sprinkled with extra chocolate and Oreo crumbs, increasing the aroma and sweetness. Moving on to a sweets shop with about 20 different types of cakes. This shop is no longer a sidewalk stall, but is located in a quite luxurious store with a cashier counter. And if you are craving fried cakes, then stop right in here. While you are at it, watch the salesman dancing. With that piece of dough, next I invite you to the steamed cake counter, which is impressive, with 24 types of bahorda, including vegetables, fish, and even meat that is mashed and seasoned. The work starts with scooping smooth white batter from a pot, pouring it into a hot cast iron mold, then cracking an egg into it along with a quintessential mixture of dried fish, green chili, garlic, mashed coriander, and red onion. Once done, you just need to wait 5 to 7 minutes to create a solid, chewy cake block. Then the owner will scoop onto a plate, 10 types out of the 24 different ones. And if you crave American bread, then drop by here for a bit. The bread is slid open for egg, mixed with red onion and coriander, along with a mixture of ground chicken, green chili, ginger, garlic, and spicy spices stir-fried together. Once done, it is placed into the bread, adding onion, coriander, green sauce, red chili sauce, and cucumber. And if you like the feeling of standing in a long line to wait for Jehal Muri, which literally means spicy puffed rice, then stand in this line. Okay, this is a street snack made by mixing crispy puffed rice with mustard boiled potatoes, chopped tomatoes, and sprinkled with green chili flakes. Eating a bite, you clearly feel the spicy, sour, and pungent taste of mustard and the light crunch of the rice grains. Finally, let's pop over to the stall with the fruit mixture in a mortar, including green chili coriander and chalta, also called elephant apple, because elephants really like eating them. Next is whole tamarind and peeled, raw green banana mixed with chili, salt, sugar, and mustard oil, creating a thick mixture that tastes sour, spicy, pungent, and fragrant from the fruit. Finally is bahuna, a traditional duck curry with the duck cleaned of feathers, chopped up and stir-fried with dozens of spices. After simmering for 40 minutes, they will eat it with chapati, a type of bread that anyone who has done an Indian food tour is no stranger to. I heard reviews saying the meat is chewy and bony, but oily, with thick spices, rich and deeply fragrant. So if you travel to Bangladesh, which dish would you choose to eat first? Leave your opinion in the comments section below to share with everyone. Okay. Finally, we will experience the most crowded train ride in the world together. They say, if you come to Bangladesh and do not push and shove on a train ride at least once, then you have missed out on a major experience. In the capital, 4,000 buses are still nothing compared to 17 million people. That is why trains also step up to the plate. Worshippers pray while waiting for the train, and when it arrives, whoever has a ticket will go to their seat. The rest start finding every way to climb onto the roof of the train, which is nearly 3.7 meters above the ground. Some people hang onto the two sides of the train railings, just clinging precariously, like filling in the blanks, including children and pregnant women. Even though we know the average speed of a train is about 43 to 45 kilometers per hour, which is very dangerous, people roughly estimate that there are about 10,000 people crowding into the trains at Tongi Station. Not a few tragedies have happened because of that reckless behavior, but as long as you hold on tight to this bar and do not hit any obstacles on the way, then maybe it will still be fine. Even when the train is already moving, people still chase after it to climb up. There is that guy in the black shirt who should have caught up, but sadly, he dropped his wallet, so he had to go back and pick it up. When the train has not started yet, people on the roof still try to pull people below up while it is already packed tight. It seems like anyone living a relaxed life cannot survive in this land. You have to hurry and squeeze in. There will be a few police officers present to stop too many people from getting on. In their minds, anyone who has not settled into a spot and gets pulled down is just out of luck. Going inside the cabin, there are many different machines. This elderly man with a white beard must be the operator. That brother is even posing on the roof. Then a group of more than a dozen people compete to climb up, and then they even play the game of standing at the head of the carriage, waving a flag. You look at these men and think they are on a parade or something. This whole group holding flags too. Oh my god, this young man is even standing with his legs spread wide out. Yeah, an action for those two used to this scene. Bored of holding flags, they play with colored smoke, waving left and right, like going to a festival. This is definitely the most miserable train in the world. No more arguing about it. Its endurance is pretty good, actually. You can see the thick black smoke rising from the engine. With this, if you get home, you probably need to use a whole bottle of makeup remover to clean your face. On the way, piles of steel looking like they were taken from old rails are scattered there. It is even more surprising when a whole group of people stand to one side to pray. They wear colorful clothes and bring their jackets out there to hang, like creating a fence. And it seems like they really like taking photos, looking so crowded and fun, you guys. Some passengers even bring all their assets in large bags, just like the scene of Americans going home for the holidays. After going for a bit, we have arrived at the stop. After exploring a bit of this country, what are you most impressed with in Bangladesh? Share your thoughts in the comments section below to let everyone know, okay? Thank you guys for watching the video up to this moment, and now goodbye, and see you guys again in the next interesting videos. Bye-bye!